What if the God of the Old Testament isn't the true God? What if the being who created this world is actually a false deity, ignorant of higher realms, who trapped divine souls in material bodies? The ancient Gnostics discovered this terrifying truth 2,000 years ago, and the Church has been hiding it ever since. This is the story of the Demiurge. Right now, you might be feeling like something is fundamentally wrong with this world. Wars, suffering, disease, death. If God is all-loving and all-powerful, why does this reality feel like a prison? The Gnostics asked this exact question, and their answer will shake everything you thought you knew about creation. By the end of this series, you'll understand why you feel trapped, and more importantly, how to break free. But first, we need to meet the architect of this cosmic deception. This is Esoteric Philosophy, and welcome to episode 1 of Gnostic Secrets, the Hidden Christianity. In the beginning, there was the Pleroma, the fullness of divine perfection. Within this realm existed Sophia, whose name means wisdom. But Sophia made a catastrophic error. She attempted to create without her divine counterpart, violating the sacred balance of the Pleroma. From this mistake emerged a being of ignorance and arrogance, Yaldabaoth, the Demiurge. Unlike the true divine beings of the Pleroma, Yaldabaoth was flawed from birth, carrying within him the distortion of his imperfect creation. He was born blind to the higher realms, unaware that anything existed beyond himself. Yaldabaoth looked around and saw no one above him. In his ignorance, he declared, "I am God. There is no other God beside me." This is the exact phrase you find in the Old Testament, Exodus 23, Isaiah 45:5. The Gnostics believed this wasn't the true God speaking, but the Demiurge, a false creator who didn't even know he was false. He seized power from his mother Sophia and began his own act of creation. But everything he made was a distorted reflection of the true divine realm above. Our material world, with all its suffering and imperfection, is the Demiurge's flawed copy of divine perfection. Yaldabaoth created the material world and appointed 12 archons, demonic rulers, to govern the celestial spheres. Together, they fashioned human bodies as prisons for divine sparks. But here's where the story takes a shocking turn. The Demiurge was tricked. When he breathed his own spiritual essence into Adam, he unknowingly gave humanity a fragment of the divine, making humans potentially superior to their creator. This is why the Demiurge fears human awakening. Every person who discovers gnosis, direct knowledge of the true God, diminishes his power. This is why the world feels designed to keep you distracted, asleep, identified with your material body and ego. For the first 300 years after Jesus, Gnostic Christianity flourished across the Mediterranean. Communities in Egypt, Syria, and Palestine taught that salvation comes not from faith in external authority, but from awakening the divine spark within. And the Roman Empire adopted Christianity as state religion. Suddenly, a religion of inner liberation became a tool of external control. Gnostic texts were burned, teachers were executed. The story of the Demiurge was buried for nearly 2,000 years, until 1945, when a farmer in Egypt discovered clay jars containing 52 banned gospels. A Nag Hammadi library proved the Gnostics were real, and their teachings were a direct threat to institutional power. The Church didn't want you to know that you don't need priests, rituals, or buildings to connect with the divine. You already carry it within you. If you're watching this video, you might already be experiencing the awakening. Ask yourself, do you feel like you don't belong in this world? Do you question authority and organized religion? Do you sense that reality isn't what it appears to be? These aren't signs of mental illness or rebellion. According to the Gnostics, these are symptoms of your divine spark remembering its true origin. The Demiurge and his archons work constantly to keep you distracted, identified with your ego, trapped in cycles of desire and fear. But once you see the prison, you can begin to escape it. But if the Demiurge isn't the true God, then who is? Where did the Pleroma come from? What are these 30 divine realms the Gnostics discovered above our world? In episode 2, we'll journey into the Pleroma, the realm of true divinity that exists beyond the Demiurge's reach. You'll discover the aeons, the divine hierarchy, and how Sophia's fall created the cosmic crisis we're still living through today. This is just the beginning of your Gnostic awakening.